Hi pet lovers, thank you for joining Gina's grooming channel. Today I'm going to be taking a break from grooming dogs and I'm going to take some time to renovate some of the salon. Now as a professional groomer, it's important to keep your salon modern, updated, make sure that everything works. Now in this case, we're going to have a little project today. It's really a one-person project that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be redoing the floors of the salon. Now the floors that have been in the salon are an unfinished terracotta. I'm going to zoom in and show you guys what I'm working with. But the thing is about these floors, although they're beautiful for a rustic setting, in terms of pet hygiene, they're not the best choice. Even when they're clean like they are right now, they still look a little dirty. So that's something that I've been working with. And so I was looking at options of how to renovate this floor, give it basically a facelift and not spend too much money. So instead of taking this whole floor out and retiling, which would be a huge job, I do know how to tile, but my gosh, I would have to close the salon for many, many days, get a lot of heavy tile. So it's a big, big job. And also it would cost a lot. So in my journey to see how I can renovate the floor in an inexpensive way, I ran into something called floor paint. So Rust-Oleum, I think you'd probably know the company, it's been around forever. They make a two-step floor paint that can go over many surfaces, including unfinished tile and finished tile. So this is gonna be my first time testing out something like this. I figured it would be good to take you guys on the journey with me in case you wanna renovate your salon or wanna do a project like this at home. So here's the kit that I got, and there's a bunch of different colors and shades that you can choose from, and so I chose the oyster shell shade, which is a nice kind of, not a grayish, but a little grayish, obviously like an oyster shell. But I want to also talk to you guys about something that I'm going to be adding to this to make it extra special. So in addition to the paint that comes with Rust-Oleum, I found something called Glitter Paint Additive, and you can find this in small glitter or larger glitter, and you add it to a quart of paint, in order to add a little sparkle. So I thought with the oyster shell color and then add some pearl iridescent glitter into the paint, that should give a beautiful mother of pearl, beautiful, beautiful look. So hopefully that's what I'm gonna get. So let's go through the steps and see how I'm gonna do this project. Now, in order to do this project, I don't need too much. What I already did is taped everything around the walls, pretty easy tape job. Made sure that the molding is protected. So everything that I'm not gonna be painting with the Rust-Oleum paint, I have taped up. And I'm also gonna bring out some of the tools that I'll be working with. Okay, well, we got the usual for any paint jobs. We've got, of course, something to open up the can with. We've got a mixer. We've got our tray and a liner. I'm going to be doing most of this off of the floor. And then I have two types of rollers. So I bought a smaller foam, right, for my smaller roller. But I am using my roller that's a little bit, this is what I'm going to use to edge and to do some detail work. But I'm still using a longer arm, right, so I don't have to really lean down too much while I'm doing the edging. And then I have my big roller, right? But I put it on a medium to small stick because, again, I don't want to lean down. So when I'm doing my floor paint, this is what I'm going to be using to do that with. Now, guys, some numbers and some time frames that I'm going to follow to make sure that we get the best results that we can is that this kit that is basically 2 quarts. So step 1 is a base coat. Step 2 is the top coat, right? So 2 quarts cover about 100 square feet of coverage with some colors of lighter requiring extra coats. So the base coat, it requires 6 hours of dry time before I can put the top coat on. So you can get this done in one day. And then for the top coat dry time before you can put any foot traffic, it's gonna be 24 hours. Now, the one rule that I won't be able to follow is that the cure time is 7 days before putting heavy furniture. Now, I have my grooming table, I've got my couch, there's a whole bunch of equipment that I'm going to be putting back into the salon, tables and such, because I have grooms in 3 days. So I took a 3-day weekend to be able to do this, but the cure time instead of 7 is going to be 3, but I don't really have any heavy furniture that I'm going to be using, so I hope that will be okay. Okay, gonna open this up, going for step 1, the base coat, and I'm gonna take you guys through it. You know what I mean? Just All right, guys. Okay, all the edging done. I was really careful to make sure, obviously, I didn't go over the tape, hit that molding, and make sure that I'm really thorough because we want to get the paint also into the grout lines, which are a little bit indented. So I had to kind of give a little more force and a little more paint in those areas. So now I'm going to use my bigger roller and go through and do all the big work. This should take me really no time because I did all the edging. So this is really the easy part, but I can already see the room is brightening up. Looks a lot cleaner. So really excited to see what this is going to look like when it's all done. Had a bit of a technical difficulty. My paint pole broke the screw part. So luckily I have another paint pole that's a little bigger, a little sturdier. I just have to figure out how to get it out of the paint roller or get another paint roller. Anyway, so you guys will continue the work. All right, guys, day 2. Today we're going to be doing step 2, which is the top coat. So yesterday, look at this. This is amazing. Really, really clean. It was really, really easy to do, especially with the floor pole, one that works and is not broken. And so today we're going to be doing the top coat. I selected a semi-gloss because I'm working with dog hygiene. I want to make sure that it's really easy to clean, but just letting you know that there was a matte option available. I chose the semi-gloss, again, just so that it's a little easier to clean. All right, guys, I'm going to follow the same pattern that I did when I set the base coat. And I'm going to obviously use the small roller for the edging and use the large roller for the big stuff. All right, let's do this thing. All right, guys, day 3. I'm ready to take the tape off, but wow, it looks amazing. It's got this wonderful sheen with that semi-gloss top coat. So what are my final thoughts on this floor paint? Guys, super, super easy, really on a scale of 1 to 10 on a DIY project. Really, really easy. You don't have to have too many skills. The only thing that you have to invest in is some time because you're layering first, the coat with the paint, and then you're layering on top of that your top coat. So there's time to dry in between. So overall, this project took me only a few hours of work, but took me 3 days to accomplish. And even so, I'm not supposed to put any heavy furniture on the floors so that they cure for 7 days. So just be aware of that. I'm walking on it after 24 hours of this, so it's okay, but I'm still wearing my socks. Be aware of that. You don't want to really be adding any scuff marks. I will be adding some small furniture like my grooming table and all of that back into the salon because I have clients starting tomorrow morning. So really no choice. But overall, really, really pleased with the results. Definitely a really nice way to give a facelift to some old tile, whether it's finished or unfinished. Guys, hope you enjoyed this little salon improvement journey with us. If you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. Make sure you put them down in the comments down below. We appreciate you clicking the thumbs up if you like this video. Good luck with your salon renovations or any home DIY projects you may have planned in the future. We really appreciate your time, and we'll see you soon. Bye.